This is Mary Kelly with Top Secret Leadership. We all know that integrity is doing things right when no one is watching. I also believe that integrity is what happens after you mess up that also counts. My friend Samantha had always prided herself on her integrity. She worked hard and she did her best to do the right thing even when no one was watching. However, she found herself facing a difficult situation at her job at a large financial institution in the United States. Samantha's team was working on a project that was due really quickly. She just had a few days, and she had been tasked with completing a crucial part of the project. However, she had made a mistake early on, and then she suddenly realized she would not be able to finish the work on time. Samantha knew that she could try to cover up the mistake and hope that no one noticed, but she knew that wasn't the right thing to do. She also knew that if she didn't tell her manager about the problem, it could have serious consequences for both the project and the company. But she didn't want to admit her mistake. After a lot of hesitation, she finally mustered up the courage to go into her boss and tell them what had happened. She admitted her mistake and offered to work extra hours to make up for it. Her manager was disappointed, but appreciated Samantha's honesty and willingness to take responsibility for the mistake. Together, they came up with a plan to get the project back on track and completed on time. Working with people means there's going to be mistakes. If you make a mistake at work, it's important to take steps to correct the mistake as soon as possible. Again, it's what happens after the mistake that matters. Here are some steps you can take to address an issue like this at work. Number 1, acknowledge the mistake. The first step is to admit that you made the mistake and take responsibility for it, like Samantha did. This shows that you are aware of the issue and willing to take the steps to fix it. Number 2, identify the cause of the mistake. Try to understand what caused it in the first place. How did this happen? This will help you to avoid making the same mistake again in the future. Number 3, develop a plan to fix the problem. Come up with a plan to fix the mistake and get things back on track. Now, this may involve seeking help from colleagues or your manager or working extra hours. Will this be hard? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes. Number 4, implement the plan. Follow through on the plan you've developed to fix the mistake. And number 5, communicate the mistake and the steps taken to correct it to your leadership and your team. I know it's hard admitting you made that mistake, but if that mistake affects others or has consequences for other people, it's important to communicate what happened and what steps you're going to take to fix it. By following these steps, you can take responsibility for your mistakes and figure out how you can maintain the trust and credibility you've had with your colleagues and your leadership. Samantha's decision to do the right thing, even when it was difficult, earned her the respect of her colleagues and her manager. She learned that integrity is about more than just doing things right when no one's watching. It's about doing the right thing even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. This is Mary Kelly. See you next time.